Good afternoon YouTube and welcome back to another video. Today it's pretty windy, so we've got the dirt jump bikes out. We're in the car park with the manual machine and we're going to be practicing some manual skills. So let's dive into the action and take a look. First thing that we're going to be looking at today is what actually is a manual. The last video, or the last two manual tutorials that I've made, there's been a lot of confusion and a lot of people commenting saying, what on earth is a manual? When I was growing up, it was always a wheelie. Where's this name come from? I've been riding for about 15 years and I've always known a manual to be when you're on the back wheel without pedaling, and a wheelie is when you're on the back wheel and you're pedaling. I'll demonstrate a manual to you now quickly. So for a manual, you want to go a medium speed, and then all you do is lift the bike up onto the back wheel, sit back, and control it using your body weight, not pedaling. I'm using the body weight and the rear brake to keep it on the back wheel.
Last time I tried to manual was when we actually built the manual machine, and it did help me an awful lot because it gave me the confidence to actually lean back, and I had Tom behind me as well, so if I did go too far back he caught me, and it also taught me the position that I needed to be in as well. So I'm going to do some manuals now in the MTB hopper balance stand, and then Tom is going to jump in and give me some tips on how to improve it. Whoa! That's the good thing about this stand actually as well, is that you can jump off relatively easily and just pull the back brake because that brings you down straight away as well. Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it? That was sick. Let's keep going, that was terrible. I don't really know what I'm doing now. I can't get out of this. There we go. Right, I'm gonna ask Tom what I'm doing wrong now.
It's good to see that you've not only taken off from where we left it last time, but you've actually improved even more. So let's track back to December.
Yeah.
And what you was doing when you was manualing was you was too scared to even go back. So I had to stand behind you just in case you flew back. Now you don't need me there, and you've actually got so confident to the point where you can step off the back, which is really good because when you're learning, you're 100% at some stage going to fall off the back of the bike. What you do need to do though, and it's really important, is when you're holding it up, you're just sitting there with the back brake on. Obviously that can't work when you're going along because you can't just go along with the back. You can't do a long skid on the back wheel. That would be amazing if you could. So you need to practice just actually manualing and working and balancing it with your knees and by adjusting your body weight. So for the next few, I want you to not even hold the back brake, death grip it.
Oh my God.
Death grip it, and then you're going to sit back. So the position that you want is similar to the one on the screen right now of me demonstrating, but basically you want to aim to be sitting on the back tyre with your knees bent and your arms fully extended. Head wants to be in line with the seat, I'd say, because if you have it too far forwards, then your weight's too far forward and you're just fighting it. You're fighting the bike too much, it's too hard. As in terms of getting the bike onto the back wheel, I always describe it as, imagine coming home from work after a super long day and you just throw yourself back into the armchair. Imagine the back of the bike here is your armchair, so you're just gonna, when you lift it, into that chair. Yeah?
Yeah.
You reckon you can give that a go? Let's see what she's got.
I've made a decision and I'm actually not gonna death grip because my back breaks when I get out of jail card and I feel safe when I've got it, so I'm gonna hold it but not pull it, because then I'm technically death gripping but technically not death gripping. Yeah, that was all right. That was a bit longer. I went quite far back that time. Yes. Oh, that was good. That was the best one I've done for about, well, since December. Whoa, that was good. That was good. Whoa, okay, 3. Okay. I can't get out. What do I do? Tommy, you're gonna have to help me. I've got the pull and the sit, but I just need to do them together and like balance with my legs rather than the brake, because I'm relying too much on the brake. Now I know why you told me to death grip, but death grip's far too scary. 1, 2, 3, pull. That was good.
Cara's progression on the manual machine is coming along really good. She's definitely way more comfortable now at lifting the front off the ground, and I think she's ready to give it a go on the flat ground. I just wanted to share my opinion on the manual machines with you quickly though. I think they are fantastic. It is slightly different to doing it on the ground in real life, but what it does is it gives you a good gauge and a good indication as to what body position and what it actually feels like. And I think once you know what it feels like, it can make it easier to then learn it on the flat ground. Let's put the machine away and move on to some real manuals.
Manual practice, so remember in that armchair. Whoa, okay, that was quite good. Gonna keep going all the way down. Push and lift, yes. Push, yes, and lift. It actually feels weird that I'm even lifting the wheel off the ground, because I never thought that I would even lift a bike wheel off the ground, especially when I first started. Run number 2. Yes. Oh. My God. Yeah. Yes, that was so good, but I feel like I've kind of hit a brick wall now maybe, so I'm going to see what Tom reckons I should do to improve.
They're looking really good, those manuals. You've definitely progressed. I think what you need to do though is not focus too much about the balancing yet, because obviously it takes time. You're never going to learn it in a 10-minute video, but focus on the lifting and the back brake, because I feel the reason you're not pulling back as hard as you can is because you're scared to fall off the back. I'll just show you a technique on how, or a demonstration on how lifting works. What you seem to be doing is weight forward and you're trying to get it back, but you're pulling with your arms and doing like this and keeping your head, because you're scared, you're keeping your head and body position very central. I'm gonna lift the front wheel and then just sit my weight back, because then you'll be able to see how just that little lift and then the transfer of the weight slowly brings the bike onto the back wheel. So lift and back. See how that slowly, as I leant back slightly, it got to the point where it shot off, but I'll do it again. I'm lifting and then sitting. So lift, sit, you see? So that's what you need to do. Lift and then sit your weight back, and you get time to then adjust and control it.
Here we go, taking on board Tom's top tips. Back, like this.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, I'm really scared to go off the back. I don't think I can go off the back. Yes. I think I'm going to draw the line there today, because my hands are getting blisters, my arms are getting tired. I feel like I've just done a full-on upper body workout in the gym. But it's not going to end there, because Tom can do manuals for frickin' days, absolute ages. So I'm going to set him a manual challenge right here, right now.
The first challenge that Cara has set me is to manual for a reasonable distance and then do a hop 180 at the end. So we're going to pick the manual up. Good job I'm running halo wheels, because I landed completely sideways. Whoa! Oh, why? Here's the manual for a reasonable distance. There's the 180 and the fakie. The next challenge that Cara's set then is a manual to hop bar spin, which I actually love that trick. Feels amazing, so I'm excited to share it with you guys. Pick up your manual for a nice reasonable distance, And then when you're ready to send the bar, hey.
The whole of the car park, I'm fully zoomed in on him, he's that far away. Oh, it's so windy. He's probably going to drop it, I reckon. Super, super windy. Oh, he's doing all right though. Oh, he's not going very quickly. Such a slow manual. When's he going to drop? Oh man, he's trying it. Oh my God. No way, he has completed it.
That last manual was super tough. It was so windy and I lost a lot of speed at the end there. Did you see?
Going like a snail, yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to do one like that once in a while because it just keeps your skills sharpened,
it means
doesn't it?
You've got to have more control over it and it's harder, isn't
Especially when you're going slow. That was tough at the
Yeah,
end.
that's good.
But anyway, the video's not about me, it's about your progression, and
Right.
I think that you've done really well today.
Thank you.
Obviously you're never going to learn a manual in a 10-minute YouTube video.
No.
It takes years to, or not years maybe, but a long time to perfect
Oh,
the
you've got to
skill.
like it's like with anything. What you put in is what you get out.
You've got to put
and
the
I
work
think,
in, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have to put the work in, and it's not going to just be in a day or overnight.
No, it
It's
takes
gonna be
time,
over
doesn't
a
it?
long time. So yeah.
But I
like
think you've
said,
done
I'll-
really well. Like
Thank
your
you.
confidence, I think, yeah, let's look at moving forward. Confidence, you need to fall off the back of the bike.
I know, yeah.
Not even fall, you need to flip it and step off the back of the bike.
Yeah.
Because once you've done that a few times and you know that it's okay, then you will happily
Just
pull up to that
pull
point,
so
you know.
hard, yeah.
Until you go to that point, you don't really know where it is
No,
or what it is.
exactly.
But definitely the manual machine's helped. It's taught you a little bit about the body position. Even if you can't quite do it on the bike, you know what it is.
Mhm.
And it's definitely helped you to lift the front wheel. From last time,
Yeah.
you're way better at lifting the front wheel because
Yeah.
before I had to stand behind you because you was worried of going off the back, whereas
Yeah.
now you'll happily come off the back
Yeah.
on your own with no problems.
Definitely,
So
yeah.
big stepping stone, I'd say. Give us one of those. That's sick.
Thank you very much.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Good. On that note, that is the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up if you have. Leave some comments below, and we will both see you guys in the next one.